Hello everyone, welcome to today's live section. Hello, you're welcome. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Okay, so my name is Omike Cynthia. Let me start with introduction for the new persons joining us today who may not have met me before. I am Omike Cynthia. I am the lead consultant at Luxdwell Limited, and today we'll be looking at a very interesting topic on our series on building wealth through real estate investment, even as a first-time investor. So we are looking at some common mistakes that investors make, and we're trying to provide solutions on how you as a first-time investor can avoid these mistakes. So moving right into it, the number one and most prominent mistake that investors make is failing to plan. A lot of people rush into real estate and sometimes they get stopped, because they rush into it, they get stopped. So you need to accurately plan before getting into real estate. You need to plan your investment. You need to plan your funding. You need to decide and determine how you intend to fund your real estate project. If you want to use your personal funds, if you're looking at mortgage options,
going to real estate, you need to adequately plan your real estate investment so that you're not stopped on the way. You're not you don't get to a point and you wish that you didn't even start, because it can be that way depending on the financing option you have decided to choose. And then also you need to know what kind of real estate do I want to go into right now. What's the purpose of your investment? You want to know, are you looking at land banking? You want to buy and then just leave it, just kind of tie money down somewhere and then leave it till when it appreciates, you sell it and get back recoup your money and your interest? Are you looking at buying something and using it immediately? You're buying like a residential house where you want to live with your family. Are you buying something that you want to rent out? You need to consider these things. If you're buying for rental purpose, what area are you going to be doing that, and a whole lot more about that particular investment. If you're buying for commercial purpose, if you're buying for whatever purpose you'll be investing, you need to plan it. You need to know you need to know your entry points and your exit points. You need to know all these things, so that you're not taking unawares, so that the real estate market doesn't take you unawares. And then you also need to determine if you're doing real estate short time or long time. Are you looking to put in money and then maybe in 1 year, in 2 years, in 3 years you take back your money, or you're looking to keep putting money and then you can use that particular money that you've invested to keep reinvesting or keep regenerating money for yourself. So you need to have like an accurate plan of what you want, so that you are not taking unawares. And then number two we have here is not asking the right question. Number two is not asking the right question. A lot of investors, maybe because your friend is an agent or your friend is a developer, you just want to put in money because of the promises of you will get maximum return at the end. But oftentimes it doesn't always work that way, So you need to ask certain kind of questions. And then the number one question you should be looking at is location. This property that I want to invest in, where is it located? Where is it located? Because you already have a plan, you understand? Because like I said, number one was making a plan. Because you already have a plan, so you can now say, okay, this location that I want to invest in, how much am I getting? Like how soon can I recoup money from this place? What's the market trend around this location? You understand? You want to understand the market trend. Does property appreciate within a short period in that location, or it takes a very long time before you appreciate? You want to know the particular location that you're investing in and what is peculiar around that particular location, what is obtainable around that particular location that you're investing. And another thing is relative price. The relative price of the property. Before investing in a property, you want to know if you're buying it at a very good price. So you need to ask and you need to know if this property you're buying, you're getting it at a very good price. Some properties are overpriced. But if you don't know, you will never know. Some properties are overpriced. So you need to find out what is the relative market price for a property, let's say a 2-bedroom, a 3-bedroom, a 4-bedroom, within that location, within that environment. What is the relative price? So that if you're investing for rental income, you know that, okay, when I invest this amount of money, I'm able to get certain amount of money as my rental income. So you need to know, so that you don't buy the property at a very high price, and then it's not taking you a longer period of time to recoup your money, or you begin to regret your investment at the end, because you feel like you've lost money already from the onset. So you need to be very sure of the price range of those such kind of properties around that location. And then, mind you, when it comes to pricing, there are certain factors also that can make two houses of the same size in the same location to be different. There are certain other factors in terms of the quality finishing, the quality of the building, the how the interiors look like, the kind of material, the kind of quality of material that they used in building that particular house. So those can actually cause the price different to a price difference, but it will not be so much. You don't say, let's say for instance, there's a 4-bedroom terrace going for let's say 150 million, and then the other person is now selling his own for 500 million. You need to really let me know why should I buy your 500 million 4-bedroom terrace when there's actually 4-bedroom terrace of 150, when the average price around that area is 150. So if the average price around that area is 150, maybe because of certain factors, there's the finishing, everything, the aesthetics of your own, it should be ranging within 200 to 50. Do you understand? But now when it is now 500, you need to be like, if you buy it at that cost, you're already lost. You've already lost good money, So that's very important. You need to understand relative pricing around that location. And then you also need to check out for the infrastructures around that location. You want to know if they have good access road, they have access to electricity, there's water supply. You want to know if all these are available, because you don't want to be living in a house that doesn't have water. You don't want to live in an area that doesn't have electricity. It can be very, very frustrating. So you want to check out for basic infrastructure, if there's good access road towards your house or the property you're buying. If you're buying for either rental, residential, or whatever, when you have good access, the value of that property will appreciate faster than when there is no access road. Especially in a situation, if there's a third road by your property, it's easier to sell than when the road to that place is not tarred. Another thing you should look out for is social amenities. How close is the property to schools, to church, to marketplace? You want to know, you want to have this information, because if you're acquiring that property for rental purpose, whoever is going to rent your space is going to have children, may have children who go to school, and the person doesn't want to struggle with finding a good school that he or she will put their children in, and they also don't want to live in a particular place and have to travel a distance, to take their children to school. And then likewise churches, we have a lot of Christians, so people want to live in a place where they have church or mosques close to their place of residence, so that they don't have to travel a long distance to do that. You also want to ensure that there's a hospital close by, like a primary health care, or even a standard hospital, just in case of emergencies, so that you can easily rush to the hospital. You don't want to live in a place where there's no primary health care. Before you can get medical assistance, you have to travel a distance. That will also reduce the value of your property, because whoever wants to come and rent that property, or whoever is you're renting the property to, when they see these things that are not available, they might want to just opt in for other options instead of considering your option, no matter how beautiful your structure may look. You also want to know if this is a flood zone. So sometimes, even when you are going to inspection with your agent or with the property developer, they won't really tell you if it is a flood zone. So you might want to consider going back to that environment when you're not with the agent or the developer. Ask people that live around that side, how is this place during the rainy season? That is if in a situation where you're inspecting the property during dry season. Number 3 common mistake that first-time investors make in inspection: not going for inspection. Some people, out of excitement, they see a project, they just get excited and they just they just make a transfer, they make payment, they just buy. Or it's their friend, they just want to support their friend. They don't go for inspection, they don't go to see what they want to invest in. It is really, really bad. You need to go for inspection. There are certain things that you would not see, you would not even know until you go there. You see, when you're in the site, you're seeing these things for yourself. This will now spring up questions, you begin to ask certain kind of questions. But if you don't go there, you will not see. And then in their situation whereby you might not be available for that inspection, just get someone really trusted, either a relative that has your best interest at heart, or an agent that has your best interest at heart. Now, some agents are there in the business because of their commission, but there's some other agents that take it ahead. They take it one step ahead. It's not just about the commission; it's about your interest. Like in Luxury Limited, we prioritize your interest. We try to ensure that whatever property you're buying from us, you can go to sleep, being rest assured that every documentation, everything is intact. So you can get an agent to help you inspect and then give you professional advice on what next to do. So these are very, very important. Sometimes when you're buying a new house, an already used house, the house might already be dilapidated, like so badly that you may be costing you a whole lot to renovate. But if you don't go for inspection, you may not see it. The video will not tell you everything. The video that they have sent to you will not tell you everything. You have to go see their surroundings. Sometimes you might even want to ask why important. There are certain things that the brief will not tell you. There are certain things, sometimes you see an offer and it's so amazing, you just want to make your payment, you just want to pay. Before you make that transfer, book an inspection. It is better you go inspect the place, know if it is actually worth the investment, because you can find houses. And then for land too also, sometimes maybe it's like a swampy area, You don't know. Then if you go there, you will see it for yourself. If you see for yourself, if it's a swampy area, if it's a dry land, you will see for yourself if it's a flat land or it's a hilly land. If the land is hilly, you want to know all this. If it is rocky and all that, you would know when you go there and see for yourself. You will tell if this actually suits your investment need at that time, or if it's good, if it's a good investment for you. I know there are some people that like to live close to water. There are some people that like to live close to rock, or some on top of the rock, on top of the hill. So you need to know when you go, you will see it for yourself, and if it is actually something that you want to do. So it's very important to do inspection. And the next we have here, number 4 rather, not carrying out due diligence. A lot of people, a lot of investors have made this mistake and they have lost good money. No jokes. A lot of people have made this mistake, especially in Abuja here. You see, there are some people that you go to them and say, come and invest in this property, and they're like, I beg. I know they even buy anything real estate now. I have lost money. And you wouldn't blame them, for that, because maybe they had trust in the real estate company, they trusted that company, they trusted the agents that came to market to them, and at the end of the day, their money is gone, and sometimes you even start dragging one court case and the other. And some people are like, I like my peace of mind, and people should just avoid me, So, but when you do your due diligence, like in Abuja here, you can always go to do your land verification. If you're buying land, if you're acquiring a piece of land, you can always go to do your due diligence. You can go to Aegis, without the Abuja Geographical Information, come to Aegis and go and do your verification. Find out if there's any issue in that particular property. Find out if the person that is selling it is the real owner. Now, sometimes there are cases when the original allottee has sold that property to another person. Sometimes the chain might even be up to like 3 or 4. Maybe Mr. A, let's say for instance, Mr. Adam is the original allottee, and he sold it to Mr. Solomon. Mr. Solomon has given it to Mr. Emmanuel. Mr. Emmanuel has given it to now the real estate company that is now selling it. Now, there are sometimes, because of usually what they will have in their system is the first allottee in Aegis. They will usually have the first allottee. Now, you will now, when you see the first allottee, because the search document that they will give to you from the company is usually the first allottee. They will give you the first allottee, or in some cases, some of the estate companies go as far as trying to perfect that document to ensure that it is carrying their own name. But in a situation where it is not carrying their own name, but it's carrying the name of the first allottee, you can just go and do due diligence. Once you on the system, the name of the allottee is there, everything is there. Then you go back to the company and ask them to give you a letter of agreement, the letter of contract or whatever legal binding that is showing the transfer of ownership that they will to sell, to see that, so that you're sure, okay, this person that is selling this property to me is truly a right owner or has the right to sell that property to you. But if you don't do that, you might be throwing their money, because in the near future they might be seen, and also cases of forgery. So you just need to do a lot of search. You need to be sure of what you're investing in before you put your money in. And then the next one I have here is diversifying your investment and your real estate portfolio. A lot of people, they just they do particular kind of land, and just keep buying land. It is important that for that break, so you don't buy in a particular location alone. It is important that, let's say for instance, right now there's a mad rush for Akowasa, there's a mad rush for Karishi, there's a mad rush for Katampe Extension, Maitama 2, Guzafet 2. These are like the places where Abuja right now, these are places where the market is going towards, because most of the properties we have around those places are more like land banking. But there's going to that place that if you invest this place in the next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, you're going to make maximum return from your investment. Now, because of that, do not just invest only in Wasa, because they say Wasa is the main place. Now you just invest only in Wasa. You invest in Wasa. If you want to do land investment, you can move from Wasa. You go to Guzape. Buy here, buy there, buy there. The for all parties cannot be the same at the same time. It cannot get to. They cannot be on the same percentage. Some usually appreciate than the other. Say for instance, Guzape will appreciate faster than Akwa in terms of ROI, not of the location. You understand? Because of the location. Development might get to faster before it gets to Guzape, but in terms of appreciation value, eventually when Guzape appreciates, develops, it will be worth much more than Akwa. So this is when you're, like I said earlier, I gave was your group, you understand? You don't know how much you are to invest. So if because Akwa is almost at a relative price, they are similar, although what and they are almost the price. You can set something fairly within Apple for the equivalent price of what you would get in Bosslady, just that maybe at this a smaller land size, you know. But you want to diversify, you know, and then you also want to diversify the kind of use of your real estate. If you do houses, you want to do commercial, you want to try to do some residential, you know, because of, like I said, commercial real estate give you good money, but the economy of the state can most times influence that investment. And I gave a case study of COVID-19. Most people are not go to pay. So when you have a complete plaza and maybe that's like your main source of income, and your plaza is now shut down because you don't have to go out, you've lost rent. And but if it is residential, the inflow is not as high as a commercial real estate, but then it has a consistency. It's consistent all year round. There's consistency with residential. No matter the economy, who shall live in a house? You understand? No matter the situation, if it's or anything, you have to live in a house. You understand? So that's about diversifying your real estate portfolio. You can decide to go into school. You can just build a school, rent it out. You can build hotels, rent it out. So these are things that you might want to look out for instead of doing one particular real estate. And importantly, you can get assets. Like Dangote has a lot of land in a lot of places, and that is because he saw, like the place he built his refinery right now. He had seen the potential of that place long ago. He bought that place a very long time ago, and because he's now developing his refinery there, a lot of other properties that are around that place have also gotten that appreciated in value. So don't just limit your investment to your particular state or location where you are at the moment. But it doesn't matter. You can invest in it, but you can invest in just be sure that whatever you're investing in is has potential for growth. You know, so you can invest in any location, and then not using a reliable real estate agent. A lot make this mistake a lot, and trust me, I know people want to buy from companies. Like, let's say for instance, you have a friend who has a real estate company, just want to go and buy from him. I used to work in a company, and I've worked in several real estate companies, and there's one thing I know for sure is the fact that the developer wants you as their agents or their marketers to sell the house. Sometimes because they are under payroll for that company, they as agents, they as marketers, they don't go extra mile to do due diligence on the property. They just sell because the company has said that the property is legit. But if you're working with a certified or a reliable real estate consultant, you know, they are not just about what they get. Do you understand? A reliable one, someone that is genuine, you know. They're not just about what they get. They are about your interest. They are about your interest. Even while I was working for other companies, you know, while I was working as a staff in some real estate company before we started Luxury Limited, I put in my needs as priority. I just to put myself in their shoes. Before I sell, I do my due diligence. Even I am the one that comes to market that property to you, I'll tell you, take the documents, go and do your search. Do this, do that, so that you are sure, you have rest of mind when you're buying. I don't just sell because my company said to sell. I sell because I am sure of what I am selling. Because I know that tomorrow, if any issue comes out, before you get to that company, I am your contact. And my name is at stake. I try my best to be sure that I am very transparent with this. And that's what we are Luxury Limited. We ensure that your investment security is priority to us. We try our best to ensure that whatever property you are investing with us, it is legit. You know, you don't have any something that you don't want your investment just because you're sure that there is no problem that will come out of it, except God that happens. The government change, and sometimes some of these governors can be ministers can be very crazy, some of them can be very crazy, and they just bring one policy or the other. But I ensure that at the time of purchase, every layer of documentation, everything that needs to be done, everything that I just try to cross all the dots, you know, just ensure that the peace of mind is a priority. And I'm going to just, even if you're not buying from us, you know, you can just get us involved to help you do your due diligence and help you to ascertain if that property you're investing in is worth it. And that's for today. So we'll be meeting again tomorrow. Same time, and we'll be looking at another interesting topic tomorrow. So join us 8 a.m. tomorrow. I still remain Omeke Cynthia, the team lead at Luxury Limited. Please invite your friends to come and learn. I'll always leave the recording of this section on my Instagram. You can also find it on YouTube. You can find it on my Facebook or at Abuja Bosslady. So just go follow, like, comment. If there's anything that I have omitted, please do let me know in the comment section. And please if there's any concern that you have, there's something you want us to discuss at the course of this live section, if there's anything you don't have clarity on when it comes to investing in real estate, you want us to discuss, please let me know in the comment section so that I can answer your questions in one of my series within these 30 days. And until we meet again.